Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Henrietta Sonko.
Okay. How do you see the independence today?
It was very nice.
Okay. How do you feel celebrating the 59th independence?
I think every year there's a progress, and we look forward to next year being a big one. But I've been here now for 32 years, and I really see the ownership and the Gambianness growing, which is very nice.
So how do you
We
see
are
the-
proud of Gambians, isn't it? As Gambians, for Gambia.
You have been here for 32 years, you said.
Yes.
How do you see the independence before and now?
I'm looking at the 32 years ago. It was more talking about, yes, we are independent. Yes, we have our own identity and so on. But that whole own identity is growing. The pride, taking up challenges yourself, and it's something which is really maturing. So as President Barrow was saying, the country will never retire, but they did get to a stage where we look as a nation at who are we, what are we proud of, and how can we build a nation based on the pride of our cultures, our diversity, and so on.
Okay, thank you so much. What independent means to you?
It means a lot to me because when we talk about independence here, we are talking about the political independence. So, as a citizen and as a teacher as well, it means under the British colony. So, as a free nation today, who manage our own affairs, when this such days comes, it means a lot, a lot, a lot, because you need to reflect the past, connect it to the present, and then think how the future would be. So definitely, it means a lot of things.
So do you think Gambia is fully independent?
Yes, Gambia is fully independent. Because if you say independence, it depends on the angle in which we are talking about. So what we are celebrating today, we are not celebrating full self-sufficiency independence. We are not celebrating any other independence. What we are celebrating is the political independence. And that we are fully independent because we manage our own affairs. So we are fully independent.
Okay, how do you see the independent now and before?
Probably there is difference in which that is the mode of celebrations, because in those days it was decentralized. You know, when we have the people in the greater Banjul area, they come to this Makati Square here and celebrate the independence, and those in the regions will equally celebrate with the leader under the leadership of their regional governors. So the ambience in those days, myself personally, I'm a rural child. I hail from the West Coast region. So I can see the celebrations those days. It takes a 1 month preparation because those in the Girl Scout, the Scout, the Red Cross, you need to buy new uniforms to go and partake in the march past. The ambience was just amazing. But nowadays, it normally takes a low key. You can see around only few schools are selected, only schools within Banjul, and even that's only 25 or 23 plus 2 teachers, making it 25 are asked to come. So you can see how restrictive it is. So it's taking a low key. But the president did announce today that come next year, the 60th anniversary is going to be a grand celebrations, and he called all Gambians to participate. So the celebrations has taken different dimensions. Yeah.
So how do you think we should teach the younger generation about independence?
It's good that we teach them about independence, especially the struggle towards independence. They need to know the colonial Gambia. They need to know how people struggle during those days when people were here and their affairs were managed by others outside the country. We need to teach them how the independence was attained. as people say, Gambians attain their independence on a silver plate, which is never the case. Because people really struggle to make sure that they got to where we are today. The likes of Edward Francis Small, the likes of Gaba Jawumba, Reverend J.C. Fai, Sadauda Kairaba Jawara, and so many others. So the young need to be taught on how the independence came about. Because people have been attending conferences in London, in Gambia, to make sure that we are independent. So it's not just on a silver plate as some historians will portray. So it's important that our young generation are told how independence came about so that they know where we are as a nation. This will teach patriotism in them.
So what's your favorite memory about independence?
My favorite memory is the days when I was in the primary school. When I was in the primary school, I used to be active in Red Cross. It's like those days when we are as a rural child. Imagine if you have new clothes, you feel so amazed. Sometimes when the independence is 1 month, everybody will realize that independence is coming, because both those in the civil society groups and even the students, if you don't have a new uniform, you will not join the march past. So we bother our parents so much. So anytime I participate in this independence celebration, I used to reflect in those days. Definitely, those are my favorite moments as far as independence is concerned, and the march passes. We enjoy the march pass so much. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, ma.
What's your name?
I am Amadou Kamara, the GTU Region 1 chairperson, and also part of the organizing committee coordinating this.
I was connected.
What's your name?
My name is Siaka Ture, head boy of Gambia Senior Secondary School.
Okay. What does independence mean to you?
Alhamdulillah, independence means freedom. We are celebrating our freedom because it's like we are caged in the hands of the colonial masters. So we have to celebrate that we are free from the colonial masters. That's why we are celebrating this independence as a country.
So do you think Gambia is free from the colonial masters?
Yeah, in another way, we are free in the colonial masters, but still we need their support because no matter no matter how independent you are, you have to be based on other people to develop your country in order for your country to go forward. Yeah.
So what are some of the ways that you think we can gain our independence fully?
Some of the ways.
Without depending on other countries.
Yeah. First of all, we must have people who are well educated. Yeah, if we have the people who are not, they are very well educated, we can get our independence. And first of all, we should have patriotism as a citizen also. Okay, we should have patriotic citizens as well. The people who they love this country. They are the people who they can fight for this country again to gain our full independence as we want it.
So how do you feel today being your independence?
Alhamdulillah, it's a great joy for us to celebrate our independence again, and I wish next year we celebrate more like this one again, inshallah.
Your Excellencies, the First Lady Fatou Baro and Madam Sadio Malo Baro. Your Excellency, the former First Lady of the Gambia, Lady Chilel Jawar. Former Vice Presidents present, Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, my Lord the Chief Justice, Honorable Members of Cabinet and the National Assembly, Lord Mayors of Banjul and Kanifing Municipality, Regional Governors, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, representatives of international organizations and partners, political party leaders, government officials and service chiefs, community and religious leaders, fellow Gambians, boys and girls. Proudly and closely bound as a nation, we have come together once again, as we do every year, to commemorate our beloved country's attainment of political independence on 18 February 1965. Ever since, particularly from 2017 to date, we have come a long way as a nation, defying all odds to make remarkable achievements in the process of national development. In fact, the successes we registered since I assumed office as president 7 years ago are spectacularly phenomenal, tangible and undeniable. Our socio-economic achievements, especially in infrastructure development, are physically visible, cutting across all sectors, regions, communities, and demographic characteristics. The coronavirus pandemic, climate change, and other global crises, severe as they may be, have not deterred us from marching forward. Rather, we continue to make progress in the turbulent world of ever-increasing and unforeseen unrest, leading to instability in every corner of the globe. These notwithstanding, we must continue to seek solutions to all possible challenges ever before they emerge. In light of the upheavals, fears and threats within the sub-region and beyond, we must endeavor to educate our people and inspire them to remain steadfast in safeguarding the nation, contributing to its progress and helping to secure the peace and stability we so lovingly enjoy as Gambians. For this reason, it is necessary to ask certainly, how can we preserve the nation as a people, together with our successes and build on them? How can we safeguard the nation, inclusive of our sovereignty, symbols of authority, and institutions? How can we secure our resources and utilize them in the best interest of the people? These questions compel me to conclude that this year's National Day celebration should be devoted to reflection on our collective responsibility of preserving the nation, safeguarding the state, and securing our resources. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Preserving the nation for what it was requires us to cherish and safeguard our identity, history, culture, social structures, relationships, and everything else that distinguishes us as a people. Embedded in these trends are our shared values and ways of coexisting in peace and harmony as Gambians. Hence, we must make sure that they are not corrupted to give way to indecency. To succeed in this national endeavor, the government we choose to manage our affairs, the constitution and the laws that regulate behavior, the institutions that provide services, and the territorial boundaries that define our land surface must be at the heart of whatever we do. Without these, our resources would be wasted, which we must collectively resolve to prevent. At the core of our development is the economy, which lies at the center of three important features. Namely, our resources, human and material, our productivity in scope and intensity, and thirdly, our level of creativity to initiate positive change, execute appropriate action, and utilize goods and services appropriately and maximally. These cannot be attained in any country without the active and collective engagement of its people. The dynamics that frustrates such efforts may corrupt from within or outside. With a united front tied to a common goal and with collective vigilance and reinforced by civilian cooperation with the security services, we will always repel all acts of subversion and crime against the state, either arising from within the country or elsewhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have successfully developed massive infrastructure to the point that there are formidable road links in every region of the country. The agriculture sector is now booming, following the bumper harvest recorded this year. Tourism is peaking again, and energy generation stands at a level never recorded before in the history of the Gambia. The expansion in education and health services is prominent, and my government continues to receive positive feedback in all areas of development. We are fully aware, nonetheless, that development is a never-ending process. As a result, we will continue to work hard and invite all Gambian citizens and supporters to come on board and be part of the national bandwagon to fly the Gambian flag much higher. These flags, the collective responsibilities that lie on every one of us. To spell it out, these are the civil responsibilities of acting passionately and legitimately on our mandates, roles, duties, and assignments as public servants or private citizens or both. Our national plans, sector policies, programs and projects, legal frameworks, and service delivery are done transparently to allow for public participation and scrutiny. Every citizen and friend of the Gambia, therefore, has the opportunity to be part of the process, and we encourage everyone to come on board. I challenge you to transform these thoughts into sustained, meaningful dialogue, to educate the people and allow everyone to play their roles as patriotic and constructive Gambian citizens. I suggest further that such themes be the thrust of formal and informal discussions, including engagements in educational and non-educational institutions, to feed into the public discourse on our collective responsibility to protect, preserve, and make the most of the nation and its resources. The ultimate goal of all such engagement must, however, rest on the attainment of our development targets and objectives. The recent consultative activities with the political leaders and national dialogue were both received with approval and were successful. The response and participation of political leaders, civil society organizations, and the public were healthy and constructive. I thank the participants and organizers alike for these accomplishments and hope that we continue the process with the same good spirit and goodwill. I endorse the National Dialogue Initiative to be an annual event. Fellow Gambians, boys and girls, life has never been rosy all the way. Therefore, we do not promise that life in the Gambia could be trouble-free. It is unrealistic to expect this. We are bound to encounter difficulties, such as those imposed on us due to global development. Price rises, shortages of essential commodities, and budgetary constraints should be expected. In such circumstances, we should unite personally and apply remedial measures. The government will always seek ways out of every difficulty.
And the boys and girls from St. you have the students from Methodist school in their blue and white, and then you have Kakama also in blue and white check, followed by Reverend Jessica Memorial, low basic in their red and white and tie and dye. Ladies and gentlemen, it is always an honor to be part of independence.